All right, it is the 10th of June. It is the evening session. I had no earlier session, but it is an evening. This is a dollar nine player table. I've got a $3 triple up on the way. Gonna try that out again and see. I took another first, I think yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Anyway, uh, in a 27 player $2. That was nice. And then I bombed out of a $5 or whatever. So overall, I'm still ahead. It's nice to just continue the bankroll and keep growing. I don't get too stressed about losses. I feel better over time with the little bit of up and down because I realize I can, with good play, win my stuff back and not have to worry about it too much. And let's see if I can get this other tournament loaded. There we go. All right, good to go. It's a pretty hefty bet early on. We'll let it go. Oh, thanks for letting me know that a King Six offsuit from the big blind is a good spot there, bro. Jeez, that was not what I thought thinking he was holding, but I didn't think I was ahead either. His six would have done it had I gone berserk. So, triple up, dollar tournament. Triple up. Suited. Why not? Let's do it. Now bet. Nice. Go me. Did a long session on Derek earlier. He's a really great client, good friend. Um, we have a lot in common. It's amazing the conversations we get into. I've gotten in the habit of just setting up the cameras and recording the sessions with him because we talk about entrepreneurship and all this business stuff in a way that I think needs to be preserved for posterity. It's absolutely amazing to see some of the stuff that we get into, and the body work helps him, which is amazingly beneficial across the board. But great sessions, a lot of detail. We're still getting to know each other and figure out what's up with his body and some of the slight shifts. I think that he's very pleased with the sessions, and I told him today that I'm very, very harsh on myself when it comes to the body work. Old, it's beer o'clock. Not that I was disparaging my work in any way, but I told him unless I raise the dead, I'm not, satisfied. I've gotten used to over the years wanting to completely transform people's lives in a single session, and it's unreasonable. But he enjoys the work. The work is good, and I work on myself. I mean, you know, it was fine pre-flop or pre-big blind, jamming some in there. That's some pretty steady betting for number five. Wow. I am back. Take that. So yeah, just lots going on, guys. Busy, busy, busy. Let's see if I can adjust this just a little bit. I feel like I want to be a little more over here. See how that goes. Too far. It's always like this. A little better? Maybe so. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, just trying to take care of stuff. Tons of things going on. Supposed to go out of town to Dallas and teach, and then cut over to Conway, Arkansas, hang out with Chad Bowling for a little while. We'll see what happens. Give me a two. Give me a two. Oh, come on. Dude, I can't fucking bet with you assholes like every time. Uh, I don't think it's enough. I think I'll just choose a better spot. It's like, come on, man. You got the chips, do it. Good Lord. All right, if we're gonna bomb out, we're gonna bomb out. Here we go. Pair of fucking fours. There's no fucking way I was getting away from that. It sucks to bust out of that triple up that way, but there's just no way around that. I'm not gonna fold. Not after catching an ace on the flop. Just trash. Fucking hate that. But it happens. It's one of those things like with ace jack, it's like, do you think he has ace queen, ace king? You know, there's a myriad hands. It wasn't a pair of fours I thought he was playing with for sure. Let me see what else is on here. There's a 27 player coming up. Let me open that up, and we'll see here how long that'll take to fill up. Like I said, I hate busting out that way, but it's just I don't know how to bet to be able to like mitigate that issue. I would never typically put him on a pair of fours. I'd have to go back and look at it and analyze it, but calling small bets, calling small bets. You can't always assume the guy's got it, but what does the betting pattern look like for me to go, he's ahead? I mean, if I'd have bet a third of my stack, not jam, just a third, he calls or re-raises. It is poker. People do lie. You know, bluffing is a part of the game, but who knows? Well, uh, I think I'm behind. Ooh, what a turn card. The tables turned on that one. Oh, sure. Of course, you give me two kings on the flop and a nine on the turn. Sure, you do. And back again. Man, oh man. Yeah, that bust out sucks, but oh well. I mean, first position ace jack offsuit. Am I supposed to like pre-flop bet more? Maybe. Still pretty early in the tournament. It was just a wing and a prayer for a four. And given that board, I do not think I'm ahead. I am back, and apparently I folded queen queen because I don't know how to set like a notification. Maybe I turned the wrong one off, and if I had had that flop, not too excited. Oof! I caught it. I sneezed. Oh, that would have been ugly. Raise with queens and lose to ace seven. Did not hit. And no, I'm not drawing for an ace. Who gonna lie and say they got it? Mm, I'll call once. Nah, I just put it in. We'll see how it goes. He might have a king. We may have the massive bust out. And we did not. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to call, but, there's a whole lot of jammage going on. We see a little bit more of what we're dealing with at this table. Number one is tenacious, if nothing else. Let's see how our 27 player is going. We got 19. It's probably going to fill pretty quickly here. Oh, Hmm. I think this is it. Me king. Yeah, it happens. You think they got it every time? Are you sure? We have been systematically destroyed for a total of $4 this evening. We'll see how this goes. I may add a 9 player table on top of this. Let me see what my options are. No, I think I'll just focus on this. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. 2.5 times the big blind from the ace ace. The other guy's super loose. I'm like, either one of them's got it or they're behind. And the guy who had aces had a big stack. So, and the good thing is, I can bomb all of these tournaments, and I'm still ahead bankroll wise. And that's the important thing about bankroll management. You got to have the chops and you got to have the money, and preferably you can have both. Preferably, but you got to earn your way. Nice. Old. Got three of a kind. Two pair. Do it. Let's gamble. Why not? You got an ace. What you got? Gonna min bet again? Ooh, 60. Let's do it. What you got? I have become a calling station. Eh, doesn't pan out. I call it bit to the beatur. Kid's got alligator blood. Can't get rid of him. I would like a 5 of clubs, please. No, it's not what I was asking for. Chick, 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 chick. He tricked me. All night long, he checked, checked, checked. And back again with Queen 8 offsuit. Fold. Run away. About level stacked. Wonder what's going on there. Ooh. Here goes a whole lot of trouble. First position. Oh, a small move at the pot. This is what we always wind up with. Do I want to risk half my stack with King Jack offsuit against an opponent that I know basically nothing about. And I have not paid attention to one iota. And where does that even come from? Iota is a Greek letter of the alphabet. Why is an iota this thing? Why? How did that become a thing in English? I don't care one iota. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why no? Fold, fold, fold. Get away. What are you doing? Why are you wasting like 50 chips, bro? What are you doing? What are you crazy? King 7 offsuit? I'm like, well, I could get lucky. I could win. Now, if I get a jam, different story. Are you going to rimp, sir? Well, let's do it. Because I'll be willing to lose half my stack with ace queen suited. But do I want to play ace queen suited against two other guys? Come on, man, you bet before the flop. Nice. It didn't work out. Sorry. King 9. To a limp? Yeah, why not? Late position? Let's do this. Uh-oh. Let's bet it like we got it. Give me a 5. Or just fold. That's nice. Oh, gotta work on my rotator cuff, guys. Oh, infraspinatus. Oh, infraspinatus. Infra, meaning below the red on the spectrum of light. Infraspinatus, meaning below the spine of the scapula. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This message brought to you by Celis Grand Cru, the day drinker in Austin, Texas. Thank you to the Celis Brewery for keeping me hydrated, liquidated, and inebriated during the pandemic. Appreciate you much. Kind Brew Masters Brew Pub. Patience. At this level, like I really wonder how much it changes. And I know that I misspeaks so often. I know that my game isn't top notch. I'm still learning. I'm not even sure if well, let's say I kept winning and my income grew, and I contacted Lex Velduis and said, Lex, man, I need some support. And I know you and your poker tutorials, I think that you and I would get along intellectually. I need a coach because I need somebody who's been there to help me with the levels, and I enjoy your plays specifically. I can see you leaning on the edges, knowing when to lean on the edges, can see you winning consistently, and I can see you playing the online game. I've even read stuff with Lex, I think, about in-person games that he doesn't quite like the flow because he's gotten used to the speed and ferocity of online play. And I relate to that because I cut my teeth playing online. I've played 90% more online than I have in person. And the statistics hold in person as well, but it's a slightly different variant because of the structure and speed. I can't see the guy to my left. If I'm sitting at a table, dude, if you've never played in person, tons of information. I mean, just overloaded with information. I was completely floored when I played in person as a juxtaposition, and that's a relatively modern thing to happen because most of poker throughout its history was played in person. It wasn't played online. Just a very small sliver. Now what do we got? No. Old runaway. Now, the reason for hiring a coach is somebody's doing something that they're ahead of you and you need specific information. And that's why I mentioned Lex, because I feel like Lex is far enough along that he could easily coach me through some of the problems. I think very quickly, if I gave Lex my YouTube, the full videos, I guarantee you he could flip through stuff and be like, dude, what are you doing? Wait, man, you're losing tons of value right here. But it's because he's had to pick apart his own game over time. as he's continued to play. The teacher who's further down the path can more easily pick out the errors in your thinking to go, okay, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it a little differently. Now, if it folded to me, it totally looks like I'm buying it. I don't like getting massive fights with ace 9 suited, but 14 is sitting out. Let's do it. Okay, this happened before. Nice. Now, pattern recognition. It's happened before. Jams all in. Now, can anybody tell me as I go back to review this hand, why on the button when I make a standard raise, he jams on the button, the most powerful position on the board. Of course, he give me 2 aces at the flop when it's ace 2. Sure, thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, poker gods. He jams, and I'm like, king 10 suited. Now look at the hand. If the flop had fell, I had ace 9 suited on a queen jack 4 rainbow board, and then he jammed in, what would I do? I'm like, man, I think he's ahead. Of course I get 2 pair when I've got 10 and 5. I'm like, I think he's ahead, and then I'd let it go. But you jam pre-flop, on the button, it screams weak to me. And what did I draw? A frush. A frush, folks. You saw it here first. Oh, and of course the river's going to be a 5. Oh, I see how this works. My intuition is often pretty good. And when I say intuition, I just mean pattern recognition. My sense of what's going on the board, I don't run HUD, I'm not running additional software. I have a pretty good sense. And I fuck up. I mean, you guys see me fuck up. I don't hide those, by the way. I cut clips of shit where I just lose and do the dumbest moves ever, as well as me winning. I don't feel like it's fair in the documentation process not to show the struggles with 2 times the big blind, the tribulations around like position, those moments of questioning, man, am I ahead? What's going on? And you're going through the data that you currently have. Okay, I bet pre-flop they called. Okay, I bet at the flop they raised it. Like that information factors into what I think might be going on. Hmm. It's a small bet. The problem is that it's on the board, and I'm concerned that he actually drew a spade. I think I'd rather just let it go. I hated giving him the chips, but I just don't think in that moment that I was ahead. I was concerned he'd actually drawn another spade for his flush. Wait till a better position. Jam it all in so I can call. No 10. Nice. Pattern recognition. starts to present a problem because part of me wants to play that, but once I'm to big stack like this, man, it gets challenging. I do not play defensive poker well. Let's open this up, and I am in first place out of 19. We still got a ways to go. No ace. One of the hardest situations I've ever been in is I was at a table in Vegas. I had just demolished people at the table. I had a huge stack, went down to three-handed, and it was, I mean, I I'd have to royally screw up, not to money, right? Not to make first. Dude, I had a string of cards that were 7-8 suited is good compared to 6-2 offsuit. Fold, old, old. Everybody kept blimping into me. Fold, fold. Like I just had nothing. And I got destroyed. I took third. And I had huge stack, 5, 6 times what the other folks had. Let's do it. What do I think he has? And it was a humbling experience because I got destroyed. The other guy at the table was talking shit and like kind of made some insinuation that I had a tell, and I'm not used to dealing with this in person stuff and moving chips around. It was very unsettling. And it's like, it's part of the game for you to learn how to lose and just fucking get destroyed with grace. Because this is in person. We're not going to get in a fight outside the casino. Every good player. I always think about Doyle because Doyle is like, Mr. Brunson, if I never get a chance to meet you, I will say long before you are gone from this terrestrial plane that I deeply respect you. Doyle's like my poker grandpa. Tells stories about the good old days. He probably partied down, but Doyle seems like a very good, well-rounded individual. Still stays active on Twitter of all things. Um, I just have a deep sense of pride and respect that I get to share a planet at the same time as Doyle. Does he have stories about getting just destroyed at a table? Oh God. Any loss I take at the level I'm at, Doyle will be like, "Oh yeah, I lost like 200,000 that day." Kind of puts it in perspective. Good players lose. 16 and 19 are more problematic. I'm just trying to squeeze 18 and 14. We'll see what happens here. I'm willing to take a little bit of a loss. I just have so much right now. It's easier to gamble a bit. Hey, caught it. Nice hand. That'll probably be a fold. Even with my stack, 2-3 offsuit. Why you honking? No. Glad I could double you up, number 14. By the way, I deeply respect you. You're a man of God. You are a scholar and a gentleman. But ace-8 offsuit with 10K? Come on now. Be real here. Oh, if it folds to me, I'll push you all in. Because you'll think that I'm lying, and I'm not. Even though I got a weak ace. Let's do it. Let's go. Fold to me, I'll jam again. Two times big blind. Does he have aces? I didn't notice that. I thought it was a limp, by the way. This is interesting. 14, ace queen last time. They could be well ahead. Who knows? Maybe they got aces. Let's do it. Queens. Do I get a 10? I do not. Man, see why the defensive poker is hard? Once you've got a big enough stack, man, they think you're just buying shit. And I'm still in first place even after 3K losses. I could very easily win my way back. It's a long game. How many people are left? Looks like 17 at the moment. And in retrospect, if I had noticed that he bet 400, would I have just called, and if I didn't at the 10, just let it go? Because I didn't disbelieve their bet. I just thought that they had limped it first. And I just made a standard bet. I don't like when they're on the big blind, but my stack is still pretty big. Let's raise it up. Don't particularly like my kicker, but we'll see. God damn it. So, I mean, I feel like the jam from the button is weak, but they could have anything queens or higher. I certainly don't think my kicker is strong enough. I'm not betting on just some suited cards. That's a fold. And this is why I said I find like the defensive stuff like very difficult to play is you get a lot of this shit. And they have a decent stack. I mean, that's about half. Because I'm not going for more. It really sucks, but no way around that. It was a nice pot for him, but wasn't going to call. And I am still in first place with my small takedown in stature. Number 14 is happy. It'd be great to take another first place if possible. Fourteen likes queens. And number 13 woke up. Jack 2 offsuit. Get ready to see me defend. What, now I got to call 75 chips? What kind of bullshit is this? I bet you, no. I bet you if I fold, number 13 is going to fold. A 4 and a 5. Well, if somebody didn't just decide it was theirs. Wow. Lines are getting bigger. All right, who's got it? Because I'm not involved anymore. And that's a tasty treat of a flop with my hand. Let's do this. Uh-oh, I don't like, they fold to me. Uh, my concern is 13 and 16, but I am going to just standard bet this and see what happens. It's strong enough. I've been relatively bump on a log for the big stack. Give me a 10 of another suit. Pair of fucking fours. And do you see what I'm dealing with? On the button? Dude, what the fuck? Anyway, still doing okay. No longer at first. Probably in like third place at this point. These haven't updated. Fucking horrible. God. I mean, granted, my hand did not hit, but still had draws. 10th place is when the money starts. We've got 11 players left. And then 5th place is where the good money is. We'll see if I can crack a couple of these guys and actually fucking catch a hand instead of getting called on the button by a pair of fours. Thirteen is in position. Let's see what happens here. 16 has relatively been inactive other than that one jam, and I suspect they actually had something. 14 has been a bit more aggressive. Well, don't mind if I give you another 400 chips there. And we are almost final table. We got 10. I think number 18. Oh, actually, somebody else at the other table has about the same amount as 18, so we're about to get there. I'm about 2K under the top stack at this point. Somebody got 7K at the other table. Again, playing that defensive, man. They start assuming you ain't got it. They start calling all sorts of strange shit. Pair of fives? Good lord. Fifth place is the good money. Got a 2 or 3 smaller stacks, about 1,000. We'll see what happens. Don't like number 13's position to me at all. Kind of like when he gets taken down a notch. Small stacked with a pair of jacks is a total jam. Limp, limp, limp. Man, it would have been nice if it had say what 10K. That far ahead. Ten chips. Who's got it? Nice. 16 says no. Oh shit. This is Oh, come on, bro. What the I mean, thank you for cleaning the table, but I don't know what I just saw. Because when I saw the hand come up, I went, wait, what? He was the master of his domain. So 18 jammed it, 10, 10, 10. A 400 bet, a jam, and a straight call. Why? 9 and a 6? Dude, what? Whew. I don't even I don't even know what that was. Good God. I mean, I don't know how to beat a guy who's ready to jam that in. there's a madman who doesn't care about math over there. Who knows? Excuse me. A good old rimp. If everyone folded, I'd probably put it in. 2 times the big blind. The big stack, not so much. Talked to somebody when I talked to Derek today about poker. He said he's not good at math, and the math and statistics you need for poker, I think, is pretty simple. Maybe it gets more complex, but what are the odds of drawing the 10? It's a gut shot. 1 in 10. 1 in 10 on the turn. 1 in 10 on the river. 1 times in 10, you'll draw that 10. Not very good odds. Now, people get lucky. Ooh, the nines take it. And we're pretty close. We'll probably get to 5th place at least. This could be challenging. I'm hoping he do not get involved, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's raise it up. Half my stack. Let's do it. Nice. I just don't know what number 10. I don't know if that was a misclick. I can't imagine a guy holding that hand being like, call. This one's mine. I remember playing on, was it? No, I don't think it was Poker Stars. I think it was Full Tilt. I think it was Full Tilt. I think Full Tilt was where I was playing when I first played before the feds shut down online poker. And I played some sort of crazy turbo, hyper turbo something. It was like 60 people sign up and you're all given 500 chips or something, and people are just jamming all in left and right. And for whatever was going on at my table, it was nuts. I mean, it was like there was a guy in like number 13's spot on the table who just made everyone lose their minds because all in. And he jammed so many times. People got angry, and it was like call. Like six people go all in, and this guy, he had like king 6 offsuit, and by the time the river card fell, because there's like 6 people all in, he had like a king and a pair of 6s and hit like a full house and just destroyed everyone at the table. And let's say he was going to win $50. I just sat and let him take everybody out, and I took 2nd place and made like $30 or some shit, something absurd for just sitting there and watching him decimate everybody. People had had enough. 5 jams, I call. Anybody else? A little more cautious. Who's gonna call this shit? And do I want to call for 500 chips, 600 chips? With a pair of 2s. I'll call. Do it. Nice. Good game. but funny stuff I've seen over time. People playing. Hoping to put the pressure on 9. I'd like to get to at least third place. Third place is 756. Second is 945. First is like 12 something. Oh, Impropinatus. That's right. Give me the blinds. Do it. Give me your blinds. Oh, why not slip one? See what he does. Eh, doesn't like it. I don't know what to make of 10. 13 is pretty aggressive. He'd probably be pretty challenging heads up, I suspect. But we'll see what happens. Far from over. It can be really volatile when you get to this stage of a tournament. Well, not what I was hoping for from number 9, but again, it's not over yet. Not going to call with that. But 10 is called with less. Whatever 2 cards he's got. Wait and see if he's going to call this. Now I am the small stack. 594. You know, hey, I got my money back for the day. Basically, was it $3 and $1? Yeah, $4, 594, $2 buy-in. Yeah, that's close. If I got one more, it'd be a little bit better. Let's see. Not just hitting a string of dry cards though, just not hitting anything. They come out betting. It's hard to call or do much with that. At least 9 will fold to me. It's nice just to pick up the blinds at this stage. They're big enough. Oh, come on, man. Give me a fucking jack or an ace. Fuck. King jack? God damn it. Dude. I mean, yeah, okay. But well, we won 594. It's not exactly where I wanted to be, but we made some money. You guys have a good night.